In recent years, we've gotten some pretty awesome modernizations from various brands that have taken cars from their history and turned them into something new. And today, Alfa Romeo has just revealed the brand new 33 Stradale, which is a direct modernization of the original, which was built in 1967. And today I'm going to be looking at the brand new model's design, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I think about it, and I'm also going to be comparing it in a way to the original and showing you guys just how great of a modernization this is. To start off, I think this new 33 Stradale carries out the design of the original so well, and I think this is one of the best modernizations we've gotten in recent years by far. The layout of the design itself is the exact same as you can see here, with modern design elements and surfacing taking care of the details. It turns the original 60s design into the present-day supercar we see here. It's a great modernization technique and one that has proven great success in previous cars. The smooth surfacing and curvatures mixed with sharp lines and elements make this design feel like a sculpture. You can really tell that the designers really knew what they were trying to do here. They really knew the heritage behind this original 33 Stradale and what it means to Alfa Romeo as a brand, and turning it into something new that I think is quite amazing. Now let's get into the details of this design. So to start at the front end, you can see that the original large headlights have remained intact and have been translated very nicely into this new car. They may be a little bit overstyled for my taste, but I think it serves this car pretty well. And you have some pretty dramatic lines here. There's no shortage of drama in this design, and the headlights are certainly one example of that. You see all the various different lines in the brand new daytime running lights and also in the main section, as well as what appears to be an intake lower down that kind of helps with the airflow. And if you look to the original, you can also see the same exact headlights except a little bit more curvature, and you could see how Alfa Romeo has kind of modernized these and added some unique twists to it for this new version. Another thing to note is that the front nose of this car does dip down very, very low, as you can see here in the hood. So what that results in is mainly a very small grille area. Again, pretty much the same layout that you have as the original, where you have the large headlights and the small grille. And you even have the silver Alfa Romeo shield that has stayed intact from the original, and here you get to see it in this modern form, a little bit more complex and a little bit more fluid, but I definitely think this was a great way to go, and I love the brand new features that this front end brings. Going over to the side view though, I think that this is where the car really shines. There is no shortage of dramatic curvatures, and what I said earlier kind of still stands, that I really think this car almost looks like a sculpture when you look at its design and the surfacing and the curvatures and some sharp details and lines that are also mixed in, and I think that's a really great way to go. Some of the features that you have in the side view are this side intake over here and this air outlet that is also right behind the taillights. We'll go back to that later. Again, really there isn't that much here because it's a lot of just smooth surfacing and curvatures that you have. You have the rear muscle that goes over like this, and then you have also another pretty dramatic line going over the front wheel, and that connects to the greenhouse area. Again, one of the things that I really want to emphasize on is how a lot of the features that are on the original, like the side intake for example, have been carried over, except on this modern version they've been adapted a little bit and redesigned almost to kind of give it the look of a 21st century supercar. So I think that Alfa Romeo has really done a great job at translating these features, and that's just one of the main things that I wanted to highlight and talk about in this breakdown. Another detail that I want to note is actually the wheels, because one of the things that I really like is how Alfa Romeo has very recognizable wheel designs, especially on their modern cars. I also think that the bronze gold color really matches with the red paint of the car. Moving to the back, we can get a closer look at the air outlets from earlier, so you can see how these connect directly to the brand new circular taillights. And these are also, again, straight from the original. In the 60s, most taillights were circular because of manufacturing methods, and now these have been carried over, and you have a more modern interpretation of this with these various lines. And you also have a bit of an angle to it to give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. And I think this is a really great feature that is on this design, and something that I really like about it. Just a little extra touch that I think really makes a big difference when you look at this rear view. If you go lower down, though, you can definitely see that the designers played around a little bit more and had a little bit more freedom, because you don't really have much of anything down here in the rear view of the original. One thing that you do have, though, are these quad tailpipes over here, and these are also on the new version, except now they've been housed in the lower rear bumper of the car. This setup definitely serves this car well. Lastly, I know I haven't included the interior in some of my other recent design reviews, but I did really want to go over the interior of this brand new 33 Stradale, because again, I just wanted to kind of reinforce and highlight the great modernization job that Alfa Romeo has done, and that doesn't end in just the exterior design. On the interior of this car, you see a lot of features that are just like minimalized, and a lot of things. For example, like the center console, it looks like a 1960s design. You have a very simple dashboard, but again, it's been kind of redesigned to look a bit more modern and a bit more plush. And yes, it's super minimalistic, but I think sometimes that's the way to go with these kinds of cars. When you get a more minimalistic look, you get to appreciate the features that are there, and you don't have a ton of stuff that's kind of in your face and out there. Like, you have a pretty simple steering wheel, again, with these aluminum pieces here, these silver pieces that really remind me of like a 60s steering wheel. And again, you have these metal pieces with the physical knobs and dials for the controls. It's very, very simple and very, very minimalistic, and I think that's a really great approach. To end off, I think that the new Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale is an outstanding tribute to its predecessor. To me, this shows that Alfa Romeo is definitely ready to swing back into the luxury sports car segment. I can't wait to see what other amazing designs we will see from them next. Thank you guys so much for watching my design review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next videos.